What up, it's Ty 1822, back with another AEW Dynamite review. Now, usually when AEW follow up the pay-per-views, the next show usually not the greatest. But was it the same for this night's show? I will let you know at the end of this review. But before I talk about the show, make sure you hit the like button for your boy, because you know it definitely helps the channel. Now, let's talk about Dynamite. Shall we? I really did the way this show kicked off. They went back on what took place at AEW Forbidden Door, where we witnessed Will Ospreay defeating Swerve Strickland to head to AEW all in London for a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. And I enjoyed the stuff they were doing with him and Jon Moxley. And Jon Moxley is opening up to Ospreay, offer him a Death Rider decal, tell him you can roll with me. And you got Kenny Omega still not understanding why he is riding with the Death Rider. He feel like he can do it on his own, and he do not need him. And you see MJF in the background. You know, both guys want an opportunity at his World Championship. Omega told him, hey, if you get past Mark Briscoe tonight, I want my shot next. The best thing Tony Khan did this year is the focal point of the World Heavyweight Championship. It's the biggest prize in the business, and make sure it comes off like that. I'm really liking what they're doing with Will Ospreay and the Death Riders with Moxley. The Death Riders, for the most part, have not been the greatest thing in AEW. But since the Will Ospreay stuff started, I am liking it a lot more. So, we have the first match tonight is MJF versus Mark Briscoe, AEW World Heavyweight Championship match. This was a good match. These two guys always have good match, and this was the same damn thing. That Foggy Bow elbow drop off the top of the ring post into the ladder MJF was so beautiful. Maxwell Jacob Freeman took advantage of the scars from Mark Briscoe during the cage match, and he ripped off the bandage, and of course he was bleeding like a stud pig. And MJF did kick out the Jay Driller, because usually that is a move that will finish off Maxwell Jacob Freeman. But he was not trying to lose that Triple B championship tonight. So still your AEW World Heavyweight Champion, MJF. And then MJF went to attack Mark Briscoe, and Kenny Omega made the save. And Kenny Omega told him, you know what, MJF, how about you put the belt on the line tonight? But of course, that is not an MJF character to give him an opportunity like that. So he told him, next week, Beach Break, AEW World Title match, but with only one stipulation. Just like your boy, Hangman Adam Page. If you do not win next week, you can no longer challenge for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. So, Maxwell will wait for Kenny Omega answer later on. And that's what you call a hook. People that keep your viewers in tune with the show to not change that dial. And I did enjoy what they did with Kenny Omega. He did have a segment with the Young Bucks. Told them, yes, when I won the World Championship, I had to do it the dark way. And we all know when he turned heel and joined the Dichotomy family. So he wanted to rewrite what he did the first time. And now he want to do it the correct way. Kenny Omega, the book of him, been so much better this year under Tony Khan, and I really appreciate it. Andrade, who turned babyface at Forbidden Door, is no longer a part of the Don Collins family members. I'm so excited for the babyface run of Andrade. Andrade is someone, I always say, he's good in the ring, but he just don't have any else besides that. Ever since he came back to AEW, you see a difference in Andrade, and now he got over How Do You Know, and now the crowd is chanting it. And of course, he won a shot at Maxwell Jacob Freeman for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Don Khan family members attacks him. Brian Cage finished him off, and they will have a match tomorrow between Andrade and Brian Cage on Collision. Kevin Knight versus Blackheart Leo Rush TNT Championship match. This was a solid match. I'm really loving what Leo Rush is doing on AEW TV. Leo Rush is getting over with this character. And all I ask for for AEW to do more in-depth storytelling with Leo Rush as Blackheart Leo Rush, because he could turn to be one of the biggest things in AEW. I've really been enjoying Kevin Knight turning heel. To me, he is a better heel than a babyface. He is still your TNT champion. Darby Allin comes out. He wants a shot at Kevin Knight for his TNT championship belt, but Don Callis told him, you will not get a shot anytime soon. So, Darby Allin clearly going to make Kevin Knight life a living hell until he give him a shot at the championship belt. And more like it would take place at AEW Redemption. They did show Mike Speedball Bailey out there and the crowd looking at what's going on, but it really fell off to me. It really felt like they really did not acknowledge him in the best way that he was actually out there. It felt like he was there for no goddamn reason. He did not impact anything about this segment involving Darby Allin and Kevin Knight with Don Callis. Chris Jericho, Tommaso Ciampa continue their build for their match next week, despite that horrible opening segment they had 2 weeks ago on Dynamite. I've been really liking the build-up between Tommaso Ciampa and Chris Jericho. So far, Chris Jericho came back to AEW, he been a net positive, and that should be a fun match next week at Beach Break. I cannot wait for that event. It'll give me no WCW vibes. I saw the images, how it'll look. Oh, man, I'm glad AEW do different things to make their company stand out. So we have Jon Moxley and Will Ospreay take on Lee Johnson and Blake Christian. I wish this was not a match, because I feel like after he had that match against Swerve, why would you want to have Will Ospreay back in the ring? Also, Jon Moxley had a match at Forbidden Door. I really felt like they could have did something different, like have Lena Cross and Megan Bang in the 5-minute gimmick match instead of this. But at least it was not a long match. To me, it felt more like, hey, we got to fill time. I just want to throw out Jon Moxley and Will Ospreay, and they are the winners of this match. Welcome back, Switchblade Jay White. And Jay White, he can talk on that microphone. I really enjoyed the promo. Talking about everything that's been going on AEW since he been gone. At one point, the Death Riders running things. And look at the crowd now when it comes to the Death Riders. But then he brought up, of course, David Finlay, War Dogs. And I appreciate AEW telling the people about their history in New Japan. Not everybody is going to know about the history between David Finlay and Switchblade Jay White. So now you tell people home why this program is important. And when the program officially starts in AEW, I am definitely going to look forward to the feud between the Dogs and the Bang Bang Gang with Jay White. And I hope Jay White run be better in 2026. And hope someday he will become an AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Survival of the Fittest match, elimination style. The winner will become the brand new TBS champion. I did like this match right here. It came down between Chris Taylor and Carl Shooter, as it should, because they've been some of the best stuff in the women's division. And you have the Carl Shooter putting Chris Taylor in a submission just for Stephanie to take the TBS championship belt and hit Chris Taylor and win it. You're a brand new TBS champion. Carl Sheeta, congratulations her. She been outstanding on AEW TV. At one point, she's all about just being a good in-ring talent. Turned around, became more of a character, and she got rewarded. We all know Willow Nightingale had to relinquish the belt, which is making a return soon. So most likely we will get Willow Nightingale versus Carl Sheeta, AEW Redemption. And with getting Stephanie Turner Hill, I hope that means her and Chris Taylor will work a program. So, Kenny Omega is ready to come out and give the answer, but Will Ospreay is telling him, hey, you really want to do this? And Omega is questioning, do he believe in him? But Ospreay clearly believes in Omega, but not in this way. So, Kenny Omega tells the fans, he is still that dude. And MJF, I will challenge you for the World Heavyweight Championship next week at Beach Break. And that led to both guys having a brawl. Of course, everybody broke it up. Good way to end the show between MJF and Kenny Omega. Next week, don't gotta pay $50. Will Kenny Omega become the AEW World Heavyweight Champion? I don't know. But at least it's not on pay-per-view. Because if next week match had a DQ finish, that's totally fine. We ain't paying for it. It's better do it on TV instead of pay-per-view. So I'm going to say Omega ain't winning next week. I think it'll be a DQ finish, and then they'll do another one at AEW. Oh, damn. Why I got my brain locked? Redemption. There we go. So I will say, after Forbidden Door, I liked the episode of Dynamite. I'm really looking forward to next week's show. So, if you watch AEW Dynamite Me, give me your thoughts on the show. Negative, positive. I'll respond in the comment section per usual. Hit the like button, of course. As always, don't forget, hit the subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.